to East Texas Live. Alzheimer's, it's a disease that affects virtually every single person on the planet in one way or another. Last night I had the honor and was invited by the Alzheimer's Association to speak at a community forum in Gregg County. Today they're here to not only give a brief wrap-up of last night, but to talk about the association as well. So explain a little bit about what last night was about.
Well, Daniel, first I want to thank you for doing such an incredibly capable job of being our facilitator for the large group discussion last night. Thank you so much.
It was very enlightening and informative as well.
Well, and then I really need to thank Wendy Lee for her willingness to share her story, her incredible journey, and then Trent did such a great job of sharing that out in a report. So, you know, there's 55,000 individuals age 65 and over living within Gregg and Smith counties. And so we know from research that approximately 10% of individuals age 65 and over have a diagnosis of dementia. So that means that between these two counties, there's 5,500 people living with this disease, and then you take in consideration their caregivers. And one of the participants in last night's discussion mentioned that this is a great first step towards developing a community plan.
Right.
And we see that this disease and the impact in the community is much too large for any one person or organization to tackle alone. So we're looking forward to this journey together with the community.
And what were some of the big takeaways from last night's meeting, from the comments that people were making?
So, you know, in our large group discussion, we asked for the participants to help us understand where they see the gaps in knowledge within the community. So some of the biggest takeaways were the need for greater education for both family providers of care as well as healthcare providers. So whether it's in a long-term care setting or also physicians, and equipping those providers with best care practices as well as knowledge of resources that are available for them to be able to share with their patients. And there was also a discussion of just the need for increased resources overall and funding for those resources.
Right. And for you guys, I know that y'all spent a lot of time after the meeting discussing how can we put what was said into actual action. Can you talk a little bit about that process?
So we sat down as a team afterwards. So as part of the forum last night, we had the large group discussion, then followed by the small group table talk, and we asked the participants to share with us feedback on what they felt like the best next steps would be. And so we as a team sat down last night and poured through those comments, and we'll be putting together a more formal report back to everyone, but in a nutshell, we'll definitely be placing great emphasis on providing that greater education, those opportunities for that, and then the awareness of the resources that are currently available, whether it's through our website, alz.org, or also our 24-hour helpline. That's an option. That's a resource for both families as well as professionals to receive help any time of the day, any day of the week from licensed professional social workers.
And for people who are going through Alzheimer's, who may feel alone in their journey, being with the Alzheimer's Association, what is your message to them?
So 5.7 million people are living with this disease. And you're right, it can be incredibly isolating. Families oftentimes don't feel comfortable asking others for help. They wait too long to ask someone for help. They find themselves withdrawing from social activities, things that they love. And so my advice to them would be that to share with others what's happening to you. People do want to help. We have also some great resources on our website to help caregivers, but also if you are aware of someone that you know is going through this within their family, we have some great tips on how you can support them and support that journey.
On y'all's website?
alz.org, yes.
And we'll have a link to that on our website as well. And real quick, October 6th is the Alzheimer's Walk, correct?
Yes, yes. Looking forward to seeing you
We're going to get out there. We're going to walk. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be great. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it.
Thanks so much, Daniel.
Coming up next on East Texas Live, Dallas has the dollars. The Cowboys